I know you have a great interest in this, the rollout of the park and ride facilities in Galway. Can you update me on the status? If I think it has been presented to both the city and the county, so I don't need to put that question. But the status of the site options analysis and feasibility studies for each of the zones identified. And I can't convey my frustration at the slow pace of the rollout in park and ride.
Thank you very much indeed. Las Concorda. The National Transport Authority has long recognised the importance of high-capacity park and ride facilities at designated public transport interchanges. The NTA have been providing these facilities as part of an ongoing investment in public transport. To support the timely delivery of park and ride sites and a cohesive overall programme, the MTA established the Park and Ride Development Office in February 2020. The office provides design services to assist in the delivery of park and ride projects across the state. In relation to Galway, the PRDO, the Park and Ride Development Office, has undertaken site option analysis and feasibility studies and is currently preparing a park and ride strategy for the Galway metropolitan area. The PRDO engaged with both Galway City and County Councils to discuss potential park and ride sites. A draft strategy was presented to Galway City Council on the 10th of October, and a similar presentation will be made to Galway County Council this December. The draft strategy includes proposals for 3 bus-based strategic park and ride sites, the upgrade and expansion of the rail-based park and ride site at Arnmore, and 2 further possible park and ride sites. The PRDO is continuing detailed option analysis and feasibility studies for each of the zones identified, and these are expected to be completed in the coming months, taking into account the outcome of the strategy consultation with stakeholders. It should be noted that the development of particular sites will be aligned with the delivery of other supporting infrastructure, in particular bus corridor infrastructure. The NTA expects that the planning consent process will commence in the middle of next year.
Minister, at any stage will you depart from a script and just give your opinion on Galway City, choked by traffic, one of 5 cities destined to grow, park and ride in the city development plan since 2005. We're now 2022. The one glaring wrong thing in this is the National Transport Authority has long recognised the importance of high capacity park and ride. Nobody has recognised it except the councillors in Galway and the people who put it into the city development plan in 2005. Management and the Transport Authority have utterly failed to roll it out, and I'm simply talking about one part of the solution to the traffic and congestion in Galway. Quite clearly the other one, the beginning, is a feasibility study for light rail, and now we're looking at this going into 2023 24, and absolutely no consideration at all for park and ride on the west side of the city. Minister, I know you're committed to public transport. People want to use public transport, and we have a city choked by traffic because all of the eggs went into the basket of an outer bypass that's down another cul-de-sac that I never had any time for in the first place.
I don't disagree with you, Deputy, never have, with regard to the issue of public transport, the need for better, including a whole variety of different public transport services in the greater Galway area, and particularly Galway City, which I think has acute problems, worse than probably any city in this country. Everyone knows that. The particular park and ride sites, some of the specific locations, this detail I presume has been shared with Galway City Council, so is at the likes of that M6, N6 junction on the way into the city, at the N83 north of Clare Galway, the likes of the Arnmore railway station. Can I say, for them to work though, in my mind, the other issue is the prioritisation of bus services. If we're going to put in park and ride and to public transport, which I believe is the right approach, well then the public transport also has to work. And my concern and fear, and one of the reasons we put in, for example, in our Pathfinder project, the cross-city link public transport service in Galway, is because those services have to be delivered in the next 2 years, in my mind. All the Pathfinder projects, we've set that up to 2025 target. And I think it's very important that the integration of any park and ride service with a wider upgrade of the public transport and access travel systems within the city is critical. And I think that has been one of the biggest issues. I hear what you say about Galway City Councillors, our county councillors being supportive. But I think we also then have to make hard decisions on the likes of the N83 and the likes of the approach roads, all the approach roads to make sure that with the bus priority that we would be depending on really does work. And I think that's probably one of the most critical issues, as well as whatever's done, how we develop or deliver parking right sites.
I'll try and do the topic justice in 1 minute, Minister. I'll try and do the topic justice in 1 minute. What has happened here is management and government policy has gone down the route of an outer bypass with no other solution. And all of the other solutions are premised on the outer bypass that has now been quashed, or is about to be quashed in Páirceála. And the decision to be made is to go back to Páirceála because they ignored what management in Galway County City and County called a technical issue or a narrow issue. They ignored climate change. That's the level of the mentality that's in charge in relation to transformative action. It is not possible to get transformative action with that kind of mentality. We need leadership. And of course, park and ride can't work without lifting traffic off the road. It can only be lifted off the road in a myriad of ways: light rail, park and ride, lifting of the school transport, and so on. Finally, today I heard that finally the council are looking at a new road for the 336, separate from the outer bypass. It has taken 20, 30 years longer for them to begin to see that they should be looking at that independently. Or Margaret.
I do believe in the likes of that cross-city link as one example. There is the opportunity for us to show that we can do it. We can actually develop alternative public transport systems that work for the people of the city more than anyone else. Obviously, visitors, people coming in and out is a critical issue, but we need those public transport services, and we need to provide active travel and other measures that allow us to meet the climate change targets. You're correct. To meet the 50% reduction in in transport emissions and a net zero in 3 decades, the scale of change is beyond compare. And doing nothing is not an option. Ignoring climate change is not an option. Because not for national law, for European law, but also just for the health and wealth and well-being of citizens in Galway. This is going to be a better system if we go the low carbon, high quality public transport, active travel, and sort of park and ride and other services. And that is possible. It's not impossible. It's a matter of political will at a local and national level. I believe the political will exists across all parties, but now we have to deliver on it.
Thanks, Minister.